So I think this game a few days ago, I had enough decay games and was like 670 LP or something. But well, I'll just queue up. Why not? And so the interesting thing about this game is I have sort of low elo privilege because the enemy bot lane is like Sofa Sage and Altec, who are both like 1,000 LP plus. Um, which actually, oh, by the way, because it's Tarzan, we have to go help contest the invade with blue. So it's a funny early game. Um, but I have sort of low elo privilege in that when you're at this huge discrepancy in LP between you and your counterpart in the enemy team, it means that so that the game is balanced, the rest of your team is a lot better than the rest of the enemy team. Meaning, all like as long as you don't have to be like the better support to win this sort of game because the enemy support, if they're like 400 LP above you, chances are their team is going to do worse than yours. So like to lose that game, typically you have something has to go really like catastrophically wrong, but like just like slightly losing lane because they're the better player really doesn't do it anyway. And so like their bot lane's higher LP, so we can just like sort of coast and get carried by Tarzan and Soligo and whatnot here. So the early game is weird and we get behind. Um, and then as a result, they have priority bot and they invade, and I'm late to help here. I actually think I just shouldn't have even like gone at all because see now I'm really doomed, right? Like I could keep running up here maybe instead of walking back towards the tower because walking back towards the tower I just go in range of skill shots and recon W or whatever. But um, I don't even think I can even go and contest the red buff because it's just too late by the time I'm walking. Um, so just I mean just because of how the early game went, yeah. But yeah, um, it's also kind of bad because I didn't even have 300 or I didn't have even 450 gold to upgrade the support item fully. So now I still need like 325, more to complete the support item. And so this laning is I'm not going to be generating as much gold as I otherwise could. Um, so it's not a great back. It's not, um, but again, we don't really have to do anything. Also, these queues, it's sort of hard with Zilean Q to like hit it versus Ashe because like normally you want to queue people when they walk up to farm minions, but Ashe is such safe farming with volley that it can be really hard to walk up and queue her. But anyway, um, I don't know. It was a good gank. I'm surprised we actually killed Rakan. I feel like he has so much mobility. I have to watch it again, but I don't know. Yeah, I guess it worked. Like I could see us killing Ashe because she's no mobility, but anyway. But yeah, like the thing about Ashe, one of her strengths I think is volley shoots so many arrows close to each other that like you can't really contest CS versus her because if you just like stand next to the minion and like try and say okay if you walk up and take the CS I'll poke you, she just presses W and she like gets the minion, she hits you. Um, I think that Q I just threw was bad. I guess I think one thing that maybe I should do better here is like realize okay it's not actually important that I use my abilities like as soon as they're off of cooldown because like I have no mana anyways, so maybe just take a second to like hit them instead of just throwing them. But I mean, whatever. Just now because we have the better mid and jungle, our lane's now in a pretty good spot where I now have the complete support item, health. So the thing with Zilean builds, we'll talk more about this later in other Zilean games, but I want to rush cooldown reduction, but then just for lane, just the health is fine. But anyway, um, so yeah, the lane's in a better spot now, and this is just because our team was carrying the skirmish, like basically is it. And because I have my passive and we're winning, Kaisa's level 6. I don't know. I'm walking here. Why not? I don't think I do anything. Okay, but coming back, there's this fight. And this should be a free kill because Kaisa is 6, Ash is still 5. Ash has no flash. This should be a free double bomb, but Ash actually walks down and I missed both the bombs. Um, EQWQ should never miss there, right? Like that should always hit Ash. Um, and so like they just completely outplay us in this fight that we should definitely win. Like so they just are mechanically better or whatever, right? But like we should totally win that fight. Um, we actually still go like 1 for 2, even though we get outplayed so hard, or at least I do. So clearly it was a good fight to take. I just messed up. Because intuitively, right, you think, okay, Ash is going to run away from, like Kaisa, towards her tower or something. But Ash is smart to recognize, okay, like, she can't run away anyways if she gets hit by, double bombs and is slow or whatever. So she should just try and dodge the bombs and fight it. And the movement down does dodge the bombs. But if I had just, like, pressed E, Q, W, Q on her feet instead of like above her or something, I feel like it should still hit. Like a flashless Ash who you're in E range of should never be able to dodge your stun. And at least I dodged the arrow there. I don't know. It's kind of random arrow. Like yeah, it's pretty rare, honestly, that you verse a champion without dashes in League in 2019, and even rarer that you verse a champion without dashes and without flash that you're in E range of. So like that EQWQ definitely should have hit. I mean, it was good by Ash to walk down for sure, but yeah, um, it's okay though. So, but this is fine because um, it's actually really good. They're sending 4 bot, and like we're not actually farming, but we're not dying. So, considering the pressure and the fact that our jungler is able to take Herald top and our mid takes plates, is good. I get my ult off here. I feel like when you're CC'd, you kind of just button mash R on yourself. Maybe I could have actually E'd the Ash instead of Rakan because she was trying to walk out of the tower. I don't know if I was in range to E her or whatever, but whatever. Also, yeah, meanwhile, our team is just like carrying the game. So, I mean, maybe if I E the Ash or something, the dive goes better. And but yeah, our team just carries. It's basically what it is. So, well, this is really funny. The Rift Herald just kills the Olaf. So yeah, because they send 4 bot. Like when they send 4 bot, just not dying is a pretty good outcome. So I mean, the game's basically won at this point. I still make one mistake though here, where I just Rift Herald into 3 of them and get CC chained and die before I can press R, just because or did I say Rift Herald? I don't know. I blast planted into a really bad spot there. And that's particularly bad because we actually have like people around bot side there. We had like Elise really nearby. We had Corky with the closer position coming from mid. So to die there when we have the stronger team around, if I had just like waited a second or something, or just like walk straight bot lane instead of messing around mid, is pretty bad. We're still up, what, like 3,000 at this point? It's not a huge deal, but it's not good to die there for sure. I mean, it's maybe usually not good to die, but it's especially bad to die because like there was no reason that we should be like losing or dying bot lane, but whatever. Anyway, this is good. We're kiting, surviving. I don't know what this is, but not getting CC chained is good. Our team is skirmishing. I'm a little late to this, actually. I always like to hit the tower for Spellthieves Gold, but like it's probably not good to delay getting there from it. I actually hit this stun. I'm surprised, honestly, that I hit that because I didn't get the slow off first. I'm pretty sure Ash didn't have vision of over the wall or something. Otherwise, I feel like Ash would never get hit by that. But or well, maybe they had a ward somewhere just to see. Anyway, at this point, our team is just popping off and just, I don't know, run around pressing on people. It doesn't really matter. Yeah. Yes. I'll go over the items in another Zilean game that goes longer, because this one's basically over. Actually, no, I'll say now. So I feel like with Zilean, just really quickly, uh, one thing he's really good with is good teammates like this Corky. But for his items, I feel like he just doesn't scale that well with ability power because I just miss the bombs, and yeah, Ian is really all about the E, which is just like mana and cooldown reduction. And so I just want to rush 45. This would be. It's good that I managed to get R off here, and then I think the move speed freaks them out, and also they don't last longer than people realize. So this is always fun. Anyway, you just want mana and cooldown reduction, so like rushing 45% CDR as fast as possible, as well as like Mobies and just health early, so that like you don't have to worry about using your ult on yourself as much. Yeah, anyway, they surrender.